basically today we're going to do fried potato balls. So we got your instant mashed potatoes made up. Throw some extra cheese, throw some eel seasoning, make them up how you like them. You know, I'm doing the Idaho, the apple bacon brand one, so I didn't have to do much to it. I added cheese and a little Greek seasoning, and then I got my flour seasoned up, and then I got my egg seasoned up, and then I got my panko on the side seasoned up, and then I got my oil that's been preheating, and I got some tongs, and then I also got a big spatula, like for your grill. It's all metal. That way, whichever one's going to scoop these balls out the best, we going to get them scooped out on Vern Bang. Alright, y'all. So basically, these are the mashed potatoes. And basically, you want to make them up, and I put them in the fridge to cool down. So they are cooled enough to where you can handle them. You know, they still a little warm, but so basically, you're going to take a scoop in your hand, and you're just going to roll it around, and you're going to make a, well, you're going to make a potato ball, but you're not going to drop it like I just did. So anyways, so we're going to do, let's go ahead and do the flour. Yep. Go with that flour. And then just bounce your ball up and down over the flour. Anyways. And then we're going to roll around in this egg. And they're still soft, so you don't want to just roll it around. You don't want to smash it too much. And then I season it with what you like, you know, like I always say. And then I did my breadcrumbs. They're in, I use my taco seasoning pack, and then I got other seasonings in here. I got garlic, fresh garlic, garlic powder, onion, ginger, thyme in both of these. And then I put extra garlic and ginger in my potatoes, plus a whole bunch of mozzarella cheese. And then we got the taco seasoning. And so what we're going to do on this one, since I got the lid for it, we're just going to roll it around in a minute, but let's make another ball, y'all. That way we can fry a couple balls up at a time, and we'll just make it a pair, you know. But anyhow, how y'all doing today? So yes, I'm doing good. Having a good time. Woke up late, got plenty of sleep, thank God. And I seen this recipe a couple days ago, and I was like, you know what, that looks like a good recipe. And I seen it on like an Asian channel, but then I kind of see the way they were using like mashed potatoes and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, I could do this recipe. So I'm doing this recipe. But yes, y'all, this is gonna be good. Something different, and then they're just supposed to get crispy, and you know, they're gonna be nice and creamy in the center and just luscious. Everybody likes potatoes. It's almost like a tater tot in a ball form, pretty much. And so yes, y'all. And then I think when you're rolling the balls out, since you're dipping your hands in all this flavor, it's good to wash. Do a few of them and wash your hands up, get them clean. But also, if you got a little thing of water right here, when you're rolling the potato balls, you can roll them easier because they won't stick it that much to you. But they're going to stick on the ends of your fingers since you're, you know, throwing it in the flour, throwing it in the egg. So you get the gist. But yeah. Yeah, and we're just going to roll it around until we get it coated. Alright. So, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go clean these mugs up. And then we'll shake this up and fry them and shake some other stuff up. So this is Vern Bang. We'll be back. Stay true. Alright, y'all. So I'm back and we're going to shift some stuff over, but yeah. So we got our potato balls up in here with this lid on it. We're just going to roll it around lightly. You don't want to, you just want to toss them and coat them. You don't want to, you know, they're already soft already. You don't want to disfigure them. You know, we want our balls round, you know, ish. But yeah, yeah, look how they look. And we just gonna throw them up in the earl. Look, y'all, it'll be total-ish. So I don't know how far you can see. If you can see, I got some paper here with the plate. And I think I made these a little bigger than I wanted to, but, well, when you get a bigger mouth to fill something in, it's always good to make a bigger ball. So, this is Vern Bang. We're doing potato balls. And like I said, I did the applewood smoke Idaho potatoes, and I added some Greek seasoning, plus probably about 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, some garlic and ginger, some fresh garlic and ginger, and then we got 3 eggs, we got some flour, we got some seasoned up proper with some garlic, onion, thyme, celery seed, and you know, I can't tell you everything. I can't give all my secrets away. So anywho, we're going to keep rolling and frying, and we'll be back and show you what it looks like. But for right now, while this is frying, I'm going to go ahead and point the camera a little closer, a little down, where you can see some Vern Bang fry action going on. So we just going to reposition this camera. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's get this camera up close. Get a little this fry love going on. So yeah, they're just frying. And then like I said, I got a big like Weber grill that you use to grill with spatula. If this is easier to take them out, we'll take them out with this. We can take them out of this without smashing them to death. We'll take them out of that, but we're going to wait till they get nice and crispy. Now, I put my oil on 325 because your goal is you want to fry it as long as you can to get it crispy. But you want your outside batter to not be, you know, burnt or too dark. You want it to be light and crispy and nice. So, 325, that's my little tip. Fry them up, they'll get nice and crunchy with the creamy center, and they'll be lish. So, anyways, this is Vern Bang. You're watching some Vern Bang fry action here. So, yes, recipe, fried potato balls. Ooh, they're looking good, y'all. Trust me. These things are so good. Look, we got a guest in here. He just waiting. Big Tink just waiting. He's like, oh, it smell good, Uncle. Yeah. But yeah, let's get back to this fry action over here. Yes. Big Tink is a big fan of the mukbangs because he gets hungry just listening to me watch them. Plus, when I'm doing mine, he gets hungry just me cooking. And he'll let me know if they're good or not, you know. Honest opinion. But alright, y'all. I think y'all seen enough fry action. We'll be back. We're gonna get some more of these balls fried up, these potato balls. And we'll be back for a potato ball mukbang. Alright, stay true. Peace. Alright. So we're gonna do some more. I had to kind of tweak my recipe a little bit. Let's see if it works. I added a little egg and flour in the potato itself because after a while when you fried it, it was starting to, like a hole came open on the side and the instant potatoes were coming out. So we're going to try to make them a little bit smaller. And so let's see how that works. And like I said, I added a little egg in the potato and a little flour to see if it tightened it up. But I think a lot of recipes they use, let's go ahead and get this open. They use a lot of fresh potatoes instead of instant, so next time I will try with the fresh potatoes because they're probably a little stiffer. But anywho, this is a first recipe over on Vern, so I figured it would be easy enough to use mashed potatoes, but maybe not. We'll see. But yeah. I mean, they're still going to taste good. They just, like I said, kind of a hole opened on the side where they were frying, and then they started coming out, so I took them out. And those will be fine and crunchy. But, you know me, I like my recipes to come out good. So... and so let's see what we got on this round. And I went ahead because of that. I did turn my fryer up to 350 just to see, because they may not need to cook that long, and it doesn't look like it was getting that golden brown at 325. I mean, it got golden brown enough, but you know, recipes are about tweaking, you know. If it ain't coming out how you like it, you gotta tweak it, either the temperature up, either the temperature down, the ingredients that you put in there, you know. Not all recipes are flawless. You will always have your trial and tribulations with the recipes, so. But is it gonna taste good? Of course it's gonna taste good, because we could put nice, good, wholesome ingredients in it, so. And then we're trying to get it into a very easy recipe that anybody can make them, so. But I will make this recipe probably again tomorrow or the next day, and using real mashed potatoes, and see what the difference is, you know, so we can nail this recipe down. So this, you're learning right here on Vern Bang live. Well, not live, but recorded. Recipe testing. This is all part of recipe testing. If you have an idea for recipe, you're going to start with the recipe, and then you're going to try to make it how it's in your head, and then you're going to actually come out how it's going to come out the best. And that's all about recipe making. You know, coming up with your own recipes and testing them and seeing actually what works better in real life. So anyways, but yeah, we're just making some potato balls, revamping the recipe a little bit by putting some egg and a little bit of flour into the mashed potatoes. So now we're going to coat these babies up. And I know you can't see the fryer right now, sorry y'all, but I will move the fryer down and give y'all some fry action time. That way you can see how the potatoes are doing. You know, what are they doing different than the last batch? You know, are we going to blow out this time? And maybe just because we're using instant. Who knows? But at least I know kind of how long to fry them for before they start blowing out. And I know what to look for. And I know, you know, don't leave the fryer, basically. You never want to leave the fryer when you're frying something, but you know some fryers are going to fry a lot, like chicken, they're going to fry a minute. You know, you got to get up and wander a bit. Well, I figured these would fry a minute, but then I came back to a blowout. But they fried quite a bit long before we had any issues, because I did some fry time. So you'll probably start seeing the issues on the fry time. But I'll be right here watching them. And then once I wash my hands, since I'm got it knee deep in egg and flour again, I'll show you what I'm talking about the blowout and all that. So yeah, we'll be back. I'm going to cover this up. And we'll cover that up. And hang on, I'm going to go clean up a minute, and then I'll adjust the camera. And alright, so basically, this is how they came out, and this is the first batch, and you see how they kind of blew open on one side of the batter. And, I mean, they're still light, they're going to be airy, they're going to be super creamy, and they're going to have that crunchy coating, but, you know, let's see if this round we can get it to where it doesn't blow out, hopefully. And then, like I said, we're going to come back and use actually real mashed potatoes on another recipe in a day or two and see how that works out better. Because it may be just one of those things where you cannot use instant potatoes, you got to use fresh. I don't know. But this is recipe testing on Vern Bang. Yes, y'all. Stay trill. I'm going to adjust the camera, give you a little fry action. And these would be good with jalapeno hot sauce, jalapeno ranch, and whatever dip or hot sauce you like. Or just by themselves, because they're going to be super delicious, y'all. But let's adjust the camera and see what these things are doing down here. Alright, let's see what we got working with this. Let's get a close-up. And I'm not going to mess with them because I want these to get that crispy coating. And like I said, I did adjust my temp up to 350. So, we're going to see how these go. And give you some little fry time so you can see how it looks. And then we'll be back in a minute and I'm going to go get my roommate to test these. And see how he likes them so far. But I just don't like how it blew out on the side. The potatoes are really hard. But we'll see on this next round. And so far they're looking good, y'all. There's a few of them that looking like they want to blow out up here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn these around. Yep. Go ahead and turn that back down a little bit. Yep. So yeah, it may be just a recipe reading. So yeah, we're gonna pull them out. So yeah, y'all, you kind of see how that went. They're still blowing out, and so we're gonna tweak this recipe just a little bit more then. So, and like I said, it may be just one of these recipes that we, which I think I'm gonna try to stand up on this. So we're gonna do the. That. Yeah, we're going to do the raise up. We'll see if we get me in this one. I should be alright as long as I stand in the trifecta. We'll go ahead and adjust it up a little bit. So. Let me see where we're at. So yeah, if I stand up, I'm going to be about up there. Alright, let's see where we're at on time. Okay. Alright, y'all. I think you can see me now, but yeah. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to totally re-crank these. So I think we're going to put a little bit more egg. Actually, I think we're going to put all the egg in there. Because if this is going to work, we're going to have to stiffen this up. And I think we're going to put the rest of the flour in there. And recipes are trial and error, you know. You ain't gonna get everything right because you got potatoes, you know, instant potatoes, you got water, you got, you know, consistency issues, you know, you don't put enough egg in something, you're gonna have consistency issues, you know. And our goal is to get this stiff enough to where it'll fry out without leaking out. So basically, and it maybe boils down to I put too much cheese in it, so I really don't know. So, but since we put the flour and the egg in this, it's going to be stickier consistency, right? So we're dredging it directly into the like breadcrumb, and we're gonna get, you know, this crumb factor in it. But I don't know if this is helping it or hurting it at this point, because I don't know. The texture's really weird, but I guess we'll see if it works. So, I'm just making sure I got extra breadcrumbs on my hand. That way I kind of... Who knew it would be such a difficult recipe, young Vern baby? But yeah, oh well. It is what it is. Well, at least y'all got to be in the test kitchen. Vern doing a new recipe. So, testing stuff out, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. Who knows? But it's fun, either way. Maybe I get some comments off of this. Woo! And thanks for everybody that comments, because there's not very many, but... And I believe Trish sent me a comment. Thanks, Trish. From my homegirl's channel. And thank you always to Summer Zan and Miss Yummy Bites for supporting my channel. They are both creators as well, if you don't know. Yummy Bites TV and Summer Zan. Summer Zan's a new channel like mine. And she's from Korea. Miss Yummy Bites, she's been doing it a long time. She is very good at what she does. And she doesn't copy anybody, y'all. If anything, we forget who we watch and we copy them. So, quit the hating. Don't make Big Vern start regulating. Okay, these look like they're frying up so good so far. So yeah, I'm gonna crank a few more of these out. Yeah, this dough is super sticky now. So you definitely need maybe a little extra flour, or like I'm using these breadcrumbs, kind of working a little bit into the batter and then throw them in and kind of coat it. And then reshape it because it's very soft, but then you know the egg, when it fries, it's going to stiffen, as well as the flour will stiffen stuff up when it fries. So, okay. So, I'm going to go wash up. We're going to point the camera down and see how these do. And This is Vern testing potato balls with instant potatoes. And then we'll be back in a few days with real potatoes and see how it fries up. Alright. So now we go on the first one. Oh, we're fine. I'm full. Hey, you? I got her. Well, I remixed the rest of the potato dough. We did the same thing. So I remixed all the flour and the eggs in, which made it a thicker dough than this thing, but I'm finding them now on Tuesday. So like I said, I'm going to see on the real potatoes if there's a difference or if you can use this stuff. Because it may just be too light. But yeah, just I think if you do this recipe, let the potatoes sit overnight and then add flour, but not too much flour, some eggs, and then do flour and eggs and bread it in, it'll be a hit because these are actually staying together. They're actually doing a lot better, so I think we kind of need to tighten this up so you don't have to see my crazy messy set. But I think we solved the problem, so it's not... You can't use instant. I think you just have to do a few more steps for instant to become more firmer in order to fry them a little bit longer to get that crunchiness without it busting open and all the filling spraying out. But either way, it's so good. I mean, if you like it super creamy and luscious and cheesy, you know, do it the recipe that I did before. If you want a little bit more firmer, you can fry it and get it a little bit more crispier. You know, like I said, add a couple eggs and stuff. So, but yeah, this is potato balls, and so this is the recipe and the test recipe, and then we're going to come back and try it with real potatoes in a couple days. But then we're going to do a mukbang too here in a little bit. So this is Vern Bang. Peace, stay trill, and we'll catch you later. Alright, so I got everything cleaned up. We're frying the last of these. We're going to flip them over, see how they're getting browner without them falling apart or busting open. So yeah, I think it's a successful recipe. I may do that other recipe in a day or two, who knows, maybe I won't. We'll save it for another week because I got lots of recipes to go through. Yeah. And then you can kind of see the luscious ones already cooked up. You can kind of see how some of them blow out, and then you can kind of see how these are the ones that we corrected, and there's no blowouts. They're a little bit firmer. Still be nice and creamy. So yeah, we'll put one side by side, that way you can tell the difference. But yeah, it's going to be super lush, and then we're going to go ahead and fry up some, because you're kind of doing this recipe, it kind of reminds me of like State Fair, you know, going to the carnival, whatever. So we're going to do some corn dogs. Some deep fried corn dogs to go along with this meal. So we're going to fry some of them up in a little bit. So yeah, just showing you some of this fry love on here and some of this already cooked up love on there. But hopefully y'all liking my new setup and stuff, and yes, because I'm liking it. Got my little cooking area, and then I got my mukbang area still. So off of my little, let's see if I can get, you can kind of see my finger right here. This is a table that, let's do it again, right here, right there. That's a table that fell apart, so I just took one of the legs and for extra support put it on the side, screwed it in, and then the part that's extending out past the table part, the box fit in it perfectly to hold my rather little eating thing that I have up there. So it was like meant to be, so I could cook, I can fry, I could do whatever and still do my mukbang sitting down at the same time or standing up or whatever I want to do, you know. But yeah, I think these suckers are ready to come out. Let's go ahead and look at them. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. And these last ones, they came out really big. Because I wanted to see if it made a difference as far as the size that you did them. And it doesn't. So either way, they're going to come out super lish. Let's put that right there. So yeah, I'm going to go grab the corn dogs up real quick. So yeah, I got the corn dogs. We're just going to throw them in here. And I actually do have the brand that's very common in Texas. It's called State Fair Classic. And then Bar S, which is a brand of hot dogs, like cheap hot dogs and stuff they sell here. I think everywhere around the world probably. They actually have their branded corn dog, and they actually, I think they do like a honey corn dog. But yeah, I always get them on sale, so I always have a plethora of them. So, and the nice thing I like about them, they come pre-wrapped individually, so if you want to send them for kids' lunch, if they got a microwave at school, it becomes very handy. Or just for sanitary reasons, they're individually wrapped. That way you can fry them, you can microwave them, you can put them in the oven. But either way, they're super delicious, y'all. So we're going to get these fried up. So we're going to go ahead and throw another one in there. So yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and check, because I know I readjusted the setting earlier. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down to 325. Like I like to have it, because I don't want to get these outside skins too dark. I'm going to get a closer view up in here. Up in here, up in here. But yes, y'all. And you want to put them in there frozen. You don't want to take them out ahead of time. You want to leave them frozen, throw them in there, and let them fry. And like I said, you can kind of turn them around. But it'll take a minute for them to get going because they are frozen. But hopefully y'all like this recipe. Yay! Super kid-friendly recipe. Nothing too spicy. But yeah, we're going to let these fry and we'll be back because it's going to take a while. So alright y'all, that's how it looks. So we'll be back in a little bit for the mukbang. Stay tuned. And this is fried potato balls and corn dogs. Yay! Burn bang.